Oh look, another game. You're playing with your friends you haven't seen in 3 years, and you're still quite could Okay, I see. So basically, you're just like punch drunk on testosterone, is what's happened. That's how it's going. Punch drunk on the testosterone. Oh great, this map again. Versus Shadow Rear. Go, Boomstick! You nearly put me to 1,000 rated. Why have you done this? If I win this game, I'm 1,000 rated. Go any air in Permatorp as Navy facts. Well, the problem with that is I go any air, I might get T2 Navied. And there's likely a point of critical Navy mass where... Actually, what does he... Okay, he doesn't have cruisers. So I might be able to out-cruiser him. Well, he does have cruisers. He doesn't have very good cruisers. Or tac cruisers. He's got very good cruisers, they're just not tac cruisers. Because Aeon cruisers are pretty solid, like... You will not diss the Aeon cruiser. Aeon destroyers are basically cruisers. Something along those lines, yes. Well, yeah, there's no cruiser which is bad versus air. That's literally their shtick. But part of the value of a cruiser comes into its utility as well. So if you're looking for utilitarian use of cruiser, which is explicitly what I was thinking of in that scenario when I mentioned he doesn't have good cruisers, I'm talking about tac cruisers. Now he doesn't have tac cruisers, which I do have. That is to say, non-tac cruisers aren't bad, they just don't have tac missiles. And I want the tac missiles, because that works as very good area denial. It's good extra pressure. And sometimes that extra pressure is quite useful to have. Who would have thought that applying pressure might be useful? It's almost 130. Yeah, getting out of bed at 1:30 sounds like a good idea. In fact, getting out of bed before 1:30 sounds like a good idea. Getting out of bed in the morning sounds like a better idea. I don't know if I agree with that one. As someone who doesn't like waking up in the morning, I don't think I agree with that one. I am what you call not a morning person. Not at all a morning person. clip. We shot down his unit. Very good for us. Very good, very good. Shot down unit. I don't imagine we're gonna get bomber shenanigans off, but we might. No, don't murder Achieved. Achieved is decent. Achieved sounds like a good guy. Like, 0 out of 10 recommendation, do not murder Achieved.
Transport is full.
I mean, I have a suspect Achieved does not like being murdered. It's generally fairly uncommon for people to enjoy being murdered. You bombed the ground. Okay, well that was a very useless bomber. I'm just gonna point that out. Like, the bomber did not achieve what I wanted it to achieve. I mean, I suppose it did now. It killed 2 of their things. Definitely would have just been better off being put to work in some other fashion. It's probably gonna power stall us. Give us a thrust. Ready, guys? You just let this bomber come right through. Like, it flew over your heads, and you were just like, we're gonna ignore it. Of course, now we're mass stalling, or mass overflowing because of it. We have enough for it, it's... This was the bigger problem. I would have loved not being bombed. Okay, interesting. I need to get on top of all of this. That's what I need to do. Don't mind me just consuming your... consuming your soul. No, I did not capture the Aeon Engineer.
Transport is full.
Mass stall? Power stall. I can't help falling in love with you. Zooey spam for the Navy. With what Zooeys? Those are... That's Aurora. What? Why are there Aurora? What? I mean, this is going to be irritating to deal with. Meep merp. Meep merp. Hey, taxes. I mean, I suppose they're dealing damage? Question mark? They're shooting the wall. I'm wasting so much mass. Let's get upgrades going. I'm relatively certain I can afford a large amount of upgrades. Yeah, this isn't Boomstick. Boomstick seems to have given up on us. Which, admittedly, I can't blame him. Am I really just being Aurorid? I'm being Aurorid. Like, okay. That is a fair amount of Aurora, however. But it is not without its recoverability, because I can just drop a unit down to wherever a said unit needs to be. Okay. Like, I don't think the Aurora spam is going to be very useful. I will admit. Though this power store problem is a problem. Unsurprising, that power storing is a problem. Who would have thunk? Are your stubs all surfaced? Probably yes. If they are, it will be for my direct benefit. Because surface stubs are good. Now, are these units or is this is just more Aurora? Oh my god, dude. So where's my navy going? Let's get this navy here. Let's get the navy in this process. Why didn't you start your build? Begin construction. Gonna pass still through this, but whatever. Like, I don't fundamentally care, or maybe I do. Okay, I do fundamentally care. Oh. Be gone. It's like, whatever it is you're offering, I'm not buying. You were typing the command. Get good, scrub. Why is there on a mod? Because I needed moderators. But it turns out I'm just kind of better at handling the moderation than my moderators are. Well worked. Wait, did you unmod yourself? Did you just unmod yourself? You genuinely just full unmodded yourself, didn't you? Wow. I'm hurt and betrayed. I'm hurt and betrayed that you would unmoderate yourself from this channel. You had expectations. Are you surprised by my betrayal in the slightest? Yes! Yes, I am! I am deeply surprised. I had expectations of not being betrayed by my moderator. Now I'm gonna have to, like, moderate, like, upgrade Caps as a moderator or something. Ow, this is actually a lot of destroyers. You have been rebound, Zerashon. It's like, you have been rebound. The contract shall be maintained. That is a genuine and concerning question. Can you moderate someone else? Like, could you make them a moderator? Caps is like, phew, I don't have to behave anymore. Oh, they're all unpaused. I thought they were paused. Oh, he has T3 air. That's a problem. I do not. Okay. Suppose maybe I went a little too ham on the Navy. Yeah, like, okay, I know he had T3 air because I did see the top, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's building T3, defensiveness. You hear? But, like, I've got a lot of cruisers, so I am mostly confident. I don't think I've got an Omni. Oh, I do have an Omni. Oh. Oh, I have an Omni. Uh-oh. That's not good. I have an Omni. Yeah, delicious e-stall because I bought an Omni sensor. Like, that is not very healthy for me. Like, 0 out of 10 recommendation. I want to remove as much space as I can from him. That is my current goal. I actually don't think a shield boat would be very useful at this moment, admittedly. Ah, bug! Go away, bug. Yes, ASF to protect the P-Gen, exactly. C3 top bombers incoming. Yes, I have a single top bomber. Like, shield boats will be good, but not when they're against... Like, okay, a shield boat is better when you're trying to close the gap, or you need to get to a scenario where you're going to be in a position that you are sieging. A shield boat is better versus siege. I am not sieging. I'm not being sieged, rather. That is a lot of T3 all over the place. Gabs, do you think there's a correlation for my decision to stop building battle cruisers and the fact that he has frigates? Do you think there's a correlation between the two? Because I assure you there definitely is. No, you think I built them because they're cool. I mean, okay, admittedly they are pretty cool. Like, as a unit, they are kinda cool. I know you're not, but I am building them because they are useful. And they shall remain useful. Now, what are the chances I'm going to get nuked? I don't know. Am I willing to take a chance to find out? Not really. Just Scout or build a nuke sub. Scout would be nice. Scout is what I'm looking to do at the moment with my air units, actually. So remember how we just had that conversation about the validity of the floaty boats, or the shieldy boy boats? It is now shieldy boy time. It is now the hour of the shield boat. The hour of the destroyer is done. What a crazy flip. We're gonna get nuked on this jolly holiday. Why would you want to be nuked on a jolly holiday? That sounds very uncomfortable. To engage in the Fallout universe. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Like, at all. Like, 0 out of 10 recommendation, get nuked. Christmas at Ground Zero, Weird Al. Ah. See, I don't know Weird Al. I am not overly familiar with their works. Oh look, Power Soul. Where is the T3 engineer? There is multiple. Ah, that's probably why I'm Power Soul. That is the most likely culprit of the Power Soul. A nuke defense. T3 would also be a large factor. Man, I need to get on top of the amount of power I generate. Like, somewhat kind of hellish badly. That can go away. This can go away. Weird Al loves you anyway. And you're here to preach his doctrine. I don't like where this is going. Flickering power, flickering power. Okay, power's back. Hey, Floss. Yeah, the summits are definitely being quite useful. They are earning their keep. Like, summits out battleships the other battleships, which is also very good. And I'm building a quantity of battleships as well. Which is what you want to see. No, don't do the thingy move. I still have a transport. Already working on that, Floss. Already working on that. What I need is scouts. Scouts and greater levels of pressure. I want to try and stop his scouts though. Not a ship, well, you don't know what dry docking is, but it sounds very painful. So okay, like, this is actually something I have an answer to. Dry docking is when you take a ship out of the water. It tends to be raised out of the water, or the dock that it's in is drained, so they can work on the hull of the ship, or the underbelly of the ship. That's what dry docking is. Not that type of dry docking. Okay. Admittedly, I don't know many other forms of dry docking, so... I know a handful of ways to do docking if you are interested, but I don't think that's very good for the stream. I don't think that is a stream appropriate set of docking. So we shall not attempt to dock on that level. No docking allowed on my stream. Oh, he's got a nuke. How loaded is this nuke defense? Yeah, we're loaded. Now, we're not loaded out on the flanks, so that could be a problem. We're gonna run out of power again. Yeah, because shield is expensive. Would be the likely reason. Shield is expensive. And then RAS is expensive as well. I don't think so. Oh, it is! Yep, there is indeed an omen.
Transport is full.
It was an omen.
Strategic launch detected.
Like, the nuke's loaded, dude. The nuke defense is loaded. And this is why naval maps are the worst.
Transport is full.
Heat control kid. Well, his nuke was over here, and it went on a straight beeline. So it was going straight for my person. Yeah, like it was in line. And like the anti-nuke range. Okay, I can't show it because it's the way the game is sitting. It would catch anything unless he was nuking from here, or had a nukes up in this corner, because the range is fairly wide. So this space would be protected except from the corners. And then we had a fairly solid naval blockade. Like, we would have eventually broken his base. I gave up on fighting these right flanks, because he's just spamming units from it. My own economy is a bit in shambles, but I probably don't need to be that much in economy, like 400 and something income. It doesn't need to have all of this T3. Bit of a slog, but still a good game. And it's all working today. Nothing's on fire. Would nuking my navy? Yeah. Yes. If he nuked my navy, I would be out of the navy game. Like, we were neck and neck. He had a little bit more mass than I did. But he didn't manage to spend as much. So in terms of mass production, like, he was on par with me. And considering I was power stalling with the amount of power I had, he didn't have enough power. Like, this was a fairly well-balanced game, I feel. Like, I think this was pretty on a knife's edge.